Hello and welcome to another They Are Billions tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how to clear the map super fast using archers. You want to take your basic start, get one food, explore, see where's the best place for your houses. It's okay clearing the map really fast. If you don't plan out your base and it's not efficient, you'll not clear the final wave anyway. Try and find these resource caches as soon as you can, because they are very useful. Looks like his open space might be over that way. We just don't want to block in as wood because we need that lumber. We also need that stone. If you can, by the way, I've just got really lucky and found a bit of stone, so stone is going to pile up faster. You need for your soldier centre 20 stone, 30 wood. At 12 wood a go, you're going to get 30 wood really fast for it. Stone, as long as you're getting 4 or more, you'll find it fast. If you can afford it, which I can't, if you happen to find wood early on, get one built as soon as you can. Oh, more stone, so probably a good call going wood. If you can get that quarry up and running, I tend to go for my quarry first whenever I can. Just solely based on you need to get your soldier centre up. It's a random game, you're going to have different resources available to me. Plan it out. Pause the game if you need. Plan it out, which is going to get you your soldier centre first. Do I need stone? Do I need wood? What have I got available to me, rather than just directly copying everything that I'm doing. You need to understand why I'm doing it and why maybe you need to adjust it based on your map. For the first 2 days, zombies don't attack you. You're all Gucci. Just go in, attack, do what you can, and make the most of your first 2 days. I tend to try and, as soon as you pull them, then they do walk towards you. So I tend just to attack in one direction if I can, but you could abandon this if you've not pulled. Go up here.
Who's there? A colony. A colony who?
So I'm going to take...
who needs a mayor, that's who.
I'll take bonus tech wood houses over tech trap spikes, but I'm not going to get any wood houses early on because they're just too costly. They cost on energy. It's a bit of a misleading thing. Until you're ready for wooden houses, it's a wasted technology. But for the purpose of this video, just couldn't care less. It don't make a difference. So at the start of the game, you want 1 wood, 1 quarry, whatever order gets you your soldier centre first, and then get your soldier centre. Don't go OTT on industry because industry costs power. If you don't have the power to get your soldier centre up and running, then you're going to hit problems because you're going to have to get a mill, 20 more wood, quite a bit more waiting time. It's just not worth risking it. Don't put yourself in a position where you need more power. You can, however, now spend your gold on more food, more houses. I've found the magic spot seems to be 1 of each quarry and sawmill, 3 food production things, and 12 houses. But depending on, I'm not sure if it'll be the same for each food production thing per power. I'm honestly not sure. So power 1, energy 1, yeah, so 12 houses, 3 1-on-1, and I believe you can get your soldier centre straight away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so we can get a few more houses. We just don't want to overdo it.
What do you want now?
Commander?
I'm also thinking you need to be planning out which way you're going to expand, because you're expanding for a reason. You want to clear the map early so that you can get a massive economy early. You can't get a massive economy if you clear a bad spot. If you clear everywhere which is no room to build, it's not going to have much of a benefit. So you do need to have a scout around and find a big open space, and that big open space is where you should be clearing. It's looking like down here to me, but it's hard to tell. Choke, choke, choke. Maybe it's up here, maybe it's over here. Very, very hard to tell at the minute. So it looks like we could have got a soldier centre slightly earlier, but we're having scouts around, so I'm not going to panic about that. Really just want to find where we're going to expand into. If this is a big open space, which it looks like it might be. Brilliant. We're going that way, be able to fit lots of economy on it. Try and close off where you can. With patrols and such, you need to be nice and safe at start, because you will get wrecked off of one zombie sneaking in your base, as I'm sure that you know. If you can get a mill, get one. You're going to need one very soon. As soon as you've got your base economy up, your 1-1, your 3 food, many houses you can fit in, but don't overdo it till your soldier centres up. Then you've got a slight shift in priorities. Now we need to be expanding towards wood, for example, so food. So all we need is wood, food, and to expand, so non-stop soldiers. So we've got some wood here, wood here. I want to expand to this wood because I want to expand up here. You need at least 2 wood as soon as possible. You need this wood. I might even expand on the other side and hope that I can build on it. You need at least 2 wood because everything costs wood. Your archers cost wood, your walls cost wood, just your Tesla towers cost wood, your mills cost wood, everything now costs you food and wood. Your soldiers need houses, they need workers. So food, wood, houses, simple as that. Just try and keep an eye on your weak spots. So we do not want this going sour just on one zombie accidentally breaking through. I might just secure this side because just with one more, just before we start being super aggressive. So you happily fit one more on there, happily get one on there. That's 24, I believe. That's a nice little wood zone. So they should be able to defend that really quite easy at first. Now we're going for is just mass wild attack, try and take what we can as soon as we possibly can. Day 3, we've got our base economy, we've got a soldier centre up, and we're pumping out soldiers as fast as we can. Don't be afraid to get aggressive. You need to be aggressive to take the amount of room that you need to build your economy to survive the last wave. I'm going to put one more down here because there is a fair few zombies there. I'm already thinking along the lines of the wall of here and here, here and here, and then expand north. Just wall off the section where you're not going to expand into, where it's not going to be detrimental out daft like that. I'm also thinking along the lines of bank and marketplace. Can I fit one in next to my houses to possibly leave a bit of room down the side? Not sure. Possibly have a lot more houses up the top.
Oh, more orders. What? Right.
Oh, is that a cache?
Yes.
Yahoo. Can claim that.
Roger that.
Oh, and that's unlucky. So we do need to wall off there and there. wherever's got access to that doomed village. And if you've got a doomed village, unfortunately we're going to need towers fairly fast, because they just spawn too many for your archers to take care of. It becomes a problem fast, so we are going to wall off that fast if we can, and get a tower on it. As long as we're pumping out non-stop archers, pushing it direction that we need to, and walling off where we don't need to. Obviously a wood workshop, but that's going to be costly again. We need to build up his economy regarding wood. So wood workshop, next thing, wood workers, possibly a bit more energy. So like I was saying at the start anyway, food, wood, and houses. As long as we don't hit that, we should be okay at first. As soon as you hit it, loads will come flooding out, then it's a problem. So get these cleared as soon as you can, and just add more and more to your line. Clear it to your chokes, try and wall it up. But obviously priority for walls is down here. I might have to add just 1 or 2 more in, because it's not worth the risk of dying.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
So we need all that food desperately.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? A new task. Oh, more orders.
One wall we'll do early on, but you want to double wall this when we can. We just don't want to waste the amount of wood we're going to need to do that so soon. Keep microing, keep edging these forward, keep taking the big open space for your base. If that happens, pause it, find out where you're being attacked, kite them backwards. Your archers do regen HP, so you can just carry on being aggressive. Just put the one that needs it towards the back. Take the food, what you can. Don't stop flooding out your archers for anything.
Yes, tell me. But be quick. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? You order, you pay. My bow and arrows are ready. So tired. Last night was amazing. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'll wall off there or not, it depends. We just want to take as much of them up as we can. All I really want to do is wall off the really dangerous points here. So I'm going to send a couple more down here, just so I can get it walled off as soon as possible, no other reason. Looks like I might have a decent choke, I'm not entirely sure. Might be 2 chokes. Might even wall here, far enough away not to draw any attention, until we're ready to face it. So they just don't matter early on, as long as you don't disturb them. They're not the end of the world. They're nice and easy to kill later on. Don't let these go idle, keep on pushing forward. And keep an eye on your soldier centre. Keep it working.
I hope you're not wasting my time.
You can, by the way, if you click your thing, press Control 1 and it'll take you straight to your command centre every time you click 1. Just makes it a little bit more efficient building. We still want to get one more wood as soon as we can. And we're still looking to get food. And houses, the priorities haven't shifted.
You are gonna pay
So
me
you've
for
got
this,
to be
right?
careful about that sort of thing. It's a game-ending event. That's why I'm so, just rotating around the map non-stop.
Better be good. My bow and arrows are ready. What?
See that one there? That one will eventually rotate up, heal
Now
up.
you put an arrow in
So
his
just
head.
keep him behind the
What do
rest.
you want now? Roger that.
And with any luck, he'll heal up by the time there's another problem.
Building completed.
So we're going to cover one there.
Okay.
And we're going to see where we can
Our soldiers are in trouble.
wall. So pause it every time that happens and go take a look. It's not worth
Are you sure?
losing any units when you can just pause and kite.
A new task. Well, my bow and arrows are ready.
We need to start worrying about that there because we can happily sneak in there in the dark.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
I think rather than push my luck here, I'm just going to wall that off and call it a day.
Are in danger.
See, that's the kind of thing we don't want to happen, but it does occasionally. Not the end of the world. If you've got to bear in mind as well, we would have pushed that a lot faster if we could have more of these units up
You
top.
are gonna pay me for this,
We
right?
just happen to be an extra Doom village,
Okay, let's do this.
otherwise we wouldn't be protecting ourselves with, walls and so many archers on the bottom straight away. As soon as you've got your village up,
Gotcha.
your towers even, I dare say we don't need those two there. Reinforce your main wave and keep on pumping archers out to it. We are only on day 7 and we've took a decent chunk of the map, walled off as dangerous points. We're not doing terrible. But we would have been doing a little bit better if we'd have not been right next to a Doom village, but it's good for you to see how to handle it really well.
What do you want now? Are you sure?
And because that's relatively safe now, we can be a bit more aggressive on top. So I want that wood. Just so we don't end up getting choked on it in a little bit.
Here we go.
Bottlenecks even.
You again. Aren't there other units to bother? You again. What do you want now?
Our
Great.
soldiers are in trouble. Attention. Building completed.
What? Yes. A new task. Yes, tell me. But be quick. Yeah.
Attention.
My bow and
Building
arrows
I
are
think I might go close off that point there.
Oh, more orders. You are gonna pay me for this, right? Roger that.
If that starts happening, just come back a little bit.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? A new task.
As you're kiting each other round,
Oh, here we
the
go
other
again.
groups will hit them. And it's that easy not to die to them, that you just kite.
What? You again. My bow and arrows are
Back
ready.
into
You.
position, stop them from spreading out.
wasting my time. A new task. What?
Keep on pushing with what you can. You just don't want to overdo it too close to a building. So if you've got to run back, you can't kite very well. So we do need a wood workshop fast, because we're probably going to need towers fast because we're right next to that Doom village. It's more resources away from his army. But like I said, if you've got to do it, you've got to do it. If there's a Doom village there, it's as simple as that. You've got to defend yourself. You've got to do at least one tower there and
Our
there.
forces are in danger.
A new task. What?
I'm hoping we'll find us choke up here soon. We did want a
This better be good.
We did want a nice big place to expand into so that we could build a strong economy up, and this is huge.
Roger that.
So there's always that.
Oh, more orders. What? You again. Gotcha.
Attention.
Great.
Building completed.
See, don't panic if you pull a few. Just keep pausing it if you need to and kiting them around. Carry on.
You again. This better be good.
Carry on cleaning map.
What?
Carry on building more and more archers. It'll get faster and faster, easier and easier. So we need 10 workers. So we kind of bottlenecks on food here. So now 10 food's not bad. I'm going to place that there just as a emergency measure.
Are there other units to bother? You are
Looks like I'm starting to see the chokes. And I can't actually expand any further west here. Like we're hitting the side of the map already, and we're on day 9. And we've got a Doom village next to us that's slowing us down, expanding. So it's actually going rather well at the minute.
Oh, here we go again.
Keep your production up, keep your priorities in mind: food, wood, houses.
Attention. Building completed.
My bow and arrows are ready. What? You are going to pay me for this, right? You again. What? You again. Okay.
Keep
let's do
pushing.
this.
We just want to reach a choke point really, so we don't need big
You
walls.
are going to pay me for this, right?
Sometimes you have to have big walls. Looking like we might have to, but we'll expand a bit further and find out
What's
properly.
up? Any infected around? Are you
We're
sure?
not going to push with so few there just because
Arrows are ready.
they've got executives. We're near edge of map, it's getting more and more dangerous. If you need to, pause something to free up workers. Might try it after we've just got these houses up.
You again.
Because sort of day 10 you need that thing going up for your ballistas. Not for the waves, we really just want it
This better be
to
good.
protect that half of his base right next to Doom village.
As long as
Because that's how you deal with him. Double wall, ballista or 2. Happy days.
Attention. Building completed.
What's up? Any infected around? My bow and arrows are ready. Are you sure?
Normally I'd go farm first and then cottages. Farm for the food obviously, but I'm going to go ballista first because you just want to protect that and that, and make sure it's safe before you actually, get pushed too hard.
You again. This better be good. What do you want now? Are there other units to bother?
So it looks like we've got a big place to wall here. We're just going to wall it off and have done with it, and claim this entire space as our base area.
A new task.
Units under attack.
So once again, don't panic. Pause it, kite it back.
What's up? Any infected around? Oh.
As you kite in, as others stop running, they'll just polish them off. Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Looks worse than it is. If you don't respond, it's quite bad.
A new task. Okay. Oh.
But more than manageable, that, as I'm sure you can agree.
Attention. Building complete.
What do you want now? A new task. What do you want now? Yeah.
Try and keep ranges pumping. The objective basically is just to take one big open space to get a strong economy, and that is it.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? A new task. Right between the eyes. What do you want now?
See, we're getting very, very close to that side of the map now. And I'm not going to try and take those because I'll never be able to get turrets and stuff behind it. When you're getting towards the edge of the map, you've got to know when too far is enough. And if you can't build your walls thick and you can't have turrets behind it because you're building over resources, then it's just a waste of time because you're not able to defend the last wave. So we possibly need to build it just behind here for us last wave
My
defense.
bow and arrows are ready.
We've just hit that side of the map very, very fast, but that's good. It means that one side of the map is pretty much clear straight away, and we've not even hit the first wave yet. So we want to get that ballista up and running.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
So you'll find as well at the edge of the map they'll not stop coming to you, so you just got to get your walls up.
A new task. What?
Attention. Building completed. Our defenses are being attacked.
got to bear in mind as well that this wall over here is going to be here till the end of the game. So because you've not created 1 wall, 2 wall, 3 walls, you've expanded to where you need to be very efficiently.
You are gonna pay for this, right?
I'm going to try and start expanding over here as well.
Attention. Building completed.
Just bottlenecked on food really. So let's get farms. Like I said, normally go farms, cottages, and then get farms and power while you're researching cottages, and then you can upgrade all your stuff fairly easy. As soon as you get your bank up, that sort of stuff next to your houses, your economy's going to triple.
Are there other units to bother?
Just for having a bank or
Any
two.
orders?
So we really do need a ballista down this side, unfortunately. We really do need one here. It's a lot of resources and it's a bit of it upkeep, but it's well worth doing. I suppose because we've researched ballista as well, for this first wave we'll be able to just kite towards a ballista, get one up wherever they're coming from, no matter which way they come from, just put one up. Because there's loads and loads of time to actually see where they're coming from. It announces it very early.
Yes, tell me.
They are attacking the colony
I'm
defenses.
sure. My bow and arrows are ready. You are gonna
So rather than leave all these down here, I'm going to try and use a few to carry on cleaning.
I'm sure. My bow is ready.
Try my best to start cleaning on this side as well.
Easy.
Not forgetting about this one tower that we need.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
My bow and arrows are
From the south, of course they are. So that's possibly that place anyway.
ready. Better be good. Great.
So even if they come from here, we'll be able to kite it to us.
Technology
Tower.
research finished.
So we just need to get one up ASAP. And actually, if we just get that there, even if they go that side, we're going to kite it to there. Tower should pick them off. Happy days. It shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Your big problem here is more and more attack here from either side, right before the last wave, before the first wave. And
My bow and arrows are ready.
so you've got to be on top of your game for the next 2 minutes just to make sure no stragglers get through.
The walls are under attack.
What? Let me put an arrow in his head.
That's not a permanent one, we're going to delete that later, it's just a temporary measure.
They are trying to break through.
As soon as that's up, we're looking perfectly fine.
Attention.
My
Building
bow and
completed.
arrows are ready.
Well, let's try and get a bit of food down because it's getting a bit silly now. Just don't forget to pause your stuff if you bottleneck yourself. And just because there's a wave coming doesn't mean that we stop thinking about as a economy. We can pause the game. We want that farm going up as soon as we can.
Are you sure? I hope you're not wasting my time.
Not entirely sure which way he's going to come from.
Yeah. What?
Tell me. Great idea, sir.
Great.
Ooh.
Okay,
It's very hard to tell where that's coming from.
gotcha.
Attention. Building completed.
Probably a good thing, because we'd have had to double wall that anyway.
You are gonna pay me for
And that
this,
should
right?
just handle that no problem whatsoever.
Our defenses are being
So let's
attacked.
start worrying about his economy again. 30 wards, so ideally we need to get that going again soon.
They are attacking the colony defenses. The walls are under attack.
A new task. Whatever you say, as long as you pay me. You order, you pay.
Our forces are in danger.
What? Okay. You are gonna pay me for this, right? What? You again. This better be good. Any infected around? What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Any
So I
task?
highly doubt we need anything more than a ballista there. I'll leave one just in case.
Okay. Oh.
Carry on
more
pushing.
orders.
I'd rather not have all these here, but until it's walled, we need a few to just watch it.
Oh. Here we
And
go
once again, just carry on
A
pushing.
new task. You again. This better be good. Yes. What? Yeah. You again. I hope you're not wasting my time.
Units under attack.
As you can see, I've still not transitioned to wood houses because it's just not efficient early on. Imagine trying to supply the power, food, and all the rest of it. It's just not worth doing until your economy can support it.
Bow and arrows are
Our soldiers are in trouble.
A colony must have a mayor.
This better be good.
Building
Is
complete.
that all? So.
See, that's a really good one actually. Plus 20% mill
Building complete.
production power.
Attention.
Very good. Turn it all back on, and we should be good to go.
My bow and arrows are ready.
As soon as you hit your farms, it's just another game, because
Test my arrows.
at that point, all you need is energy, and you can just upgrade all of these here, and double your economy.
Better be good.
Then get a bank, probably double it again.
Bow and arrows are
Keep on pushing as you're doing it all. His aim is by wave 2 to have walled off. Yet had a good open space for a base. Bearing in mind, if that had not been there, we'd have had a lot more space by now just for pushing. Because we'd have not been worried about that, it'd have been easy to micro. We'd have not wasted resources on towers so early. And we'd have not bottlenecked ourselves for getting those extra needs for those power and such. So it's now time to start thinking about a market to lower the food requirements for these before we upgrade them. It's now also time to start thinking about a warehouse so that we can store more resources, because we're pretty capped out on a couple. Aggressively pushing, because now we want to wall off this side and have one big circular wall.
What do you want now?
Attention. Building completed.
What's up? Any infected around? Okay, you again. This better be good. You again.
Attention.
You get to the point where it's just rinse and repeat. You just take a bit more area, haul it off, bigger economy, so forth and so on. Keep creeping forward.
A new task? What? You are gonna pay me for
You
this,
don't
right?
want them sat doing nothing like that. You want them continually going in. As soon as they start leveling up like they are, got a fair few elites now, you'll clear a lot faster. Still got nearly about 8ish days. I'm not sure exactly when it comes next wave. 8 days is more than enough time to have a good, strong, decent push out. So we just need to find more of his chokes.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Whatever you say, as long as you pay me.
Should be able to wall it off there at that.
You again.
I'll send one more down for safety. Not worth screwing things up, risking everything on one unit at the minute. Keep on getting the odd unit, keep on pushing out.
You again. This better be good.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Roger that. You are gonna pay me for this, right? This better be good. Yes. What? My bow and arrows?
More resources, that's quite handy.
Attention.
What do you
Building
want?
completed.
Okay. What? You are gonna
this
pay
could
me
be
for
an
this,
awkward
right?
choke because you, like I say, you don't want to fight on the chokes. You either want to fight before or after them. So possibly wall this up after them. That way the horde will thin itself out as it comes towards us. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. As soon as I can actually build there, it's easier to show you as you're actually building it.
Oh, here we
Keep
go
creeping
again.
forward, nothing's changed. Creep, creep, creep. Keep upgrading what you can.
You again.
Carry on
So
creeping.
tired. Last night was
Building completed.
oh, more orders. A new task. You again. This better be good.
Attention. Building
Our
completed.
bow and arrows are ready.
I really do just want to get this market at this point. It does make life a little bit easier, so that's what we'll save for.
Attention. Building completed.
Oh, more orders. What?
Looking like we've got a nice choke here, then possibly over here.
A new task. What? Are there other units
Don't
to
forget
bother?
these little bits down here. Now, the more you can do, the better. Now, what I mean about this is you want to place it. So if there's a little gap there, that's going to thin out the horde. They're going to run through that one tile at a time. You're going to have a little wall behind it, double wall later on. You're going to have towers behind there. If you build too close to it, you can't fit enough towers behind it to kill them. But if you build a little bit further behind, fit enough towers in to kill one square permanently, and they can never damage walls. So it's just about a bit of forward thinking again.
You are gonna pay me for
Not
this, right?
building a place which is going to be bad for your war effort later on. Just carry on creeping.
Attention. Building completed.
Take wood 400 gold, that's nice and easy to get now.
Are there other units to bother? You again.
Attention. Building completed.
What?
On all we're hoping to do,
Our bow and arrows are ready.
get the awkward bits walled off, survive wave 2.
They are trying to break through.
Last night was amazing.
Have a quick look at that. All of a sudden they do come in droves. It's like it's insane. You'll find that these odd little places will get overrun fast.
Attention. Building
So you
completed.
do need to wall it up as soon as you can.
A new task. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Even 26 food, to be fair, is quite a bit.
A new task.
So as soon as there's wood ticks in,
What?
sorry, as soon as there's gold ticks in, no wood, get that market up, and pretty much half how much food I need. Should be able to start upgrading a little bit faster.
Other units to bother?
But can't fit them all in. You can always get more than one market, more than one bank. So I'm going to put it down here because then hopefully I'll be able to fit a bank in next to it. If I can't, that'll have to go somewhere else and get a bank in. See, this is just for the village of Doom. Eventually it's non-stop. We do need to start thinking about a stone workshop. Keep on creeping forward when you can.
Yes, tell me. But be
Try and
quick.
wall off that and that. And then see where we stand up here.
You again. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Great.
It's looking like we could get a fairly decent wall off. Hopefully before wave 2, but if it doesn't happen,
You again.
it doesn't matter that much. Because wave 1 and 2, very survivable without any walls whatsoever. Just a bit of kiting required.
Units under attack.
All of a sudden you can see we've got a lot of food spare just for putting a market down. Oh, I wonder where that was.
What?
Looks like it was there.
Okay. You are gonna pay me for this, right? A new task.
So, do seem to be choked on wood again. Well worth getting one more.
A new task. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Great. What do you want now? Yeah. What? Roger that.
Still need to be careful of these execs because they do pick off your units as they just have done.
You.
Shouldn't be running into this many this fast
What do you
though.
want now? Yes.
Building
This
complete.
better be good.
So bear in mind we've still not had second rage. It's very early days. That seems to be picking up a bit of attention as well. As your economy picks up, don't feel like you can't get more and more towers, but I wouldn't do so this early. I'd just keep on making sure my walls are repaired. You can do that just by pressing X from time to time.
Building completed.
And just take your time, pause it. Keep pausing it, make sure nothing bad happens that could have been sorted just by a quick pause.
Okay, let's do this.
The walls are under attack.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Still pouring out whatever units you can. As soon as you're fully walled and you've got a few towers here and there, that army that you've collected, as soon as you gather it up, you can clear the entire map.
Building completed. Attention.
Maybe I'll make that part 2, clearing the entire map.
Yes.
For now, we're just going to wall up and get a decent chunk of the map early for a good economy.
My bow and arrows are ready.
If you find it yourself getting, because obviously building arches continually, walls continually, if you can't afford your houses, carry on getting tents. It's better to have the workers that you need
A new task.
rather than continually waiting. Has cost quite a bit of gold, this army,
Be quick.
but without it wouldn't have took so much of the map, so it swings and roundabouts. I'm not going to try and defend over a thing. I might expand further up there later, But for now, I just want to wall it off, make sure my base is nice and safe.
What?
Attention.
You are gonna
Building
pay me for
completed.
this, right? What? Okay. But it's gonna cost you. Dark arrows are ready.
They are trying to break through.
Any attacks?
Down.
What do you want now? What?
So you want to get this up again as soon as possible, just so we can actually use these soldiers. Leave a couple on patrol and then take the rest to actually do something. So at the minute they stood around, not doing a lot.
You again? A new task?
Whereas they could be helping clear all this.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
What's up? Any infected around? You again? This better be good.
Our defenses are being attacked.
I'm not sure if that means I've got another Doom village. Once again, I'm not overly concerned if there is. We will smash it.
Attention. Building completed. Dozens of infected are near the colony.
Coming from the
They
north,
are
of course they are.
approaching from the north.
What?
So this could be good or bad, I'm not sure which. We just need to try and place a tower in an ideal place. So as soon as they start headed towards us and we know where they're going, that's where we'll build this
You
tower.
are gonna pay me for this, right?
So start saving your gold if this happens. This is the most northern part of my base, so if they attack here, that'd be fantastic.
Building completed.
It could come through here. We'll
They
soon
are
see.
attacking the colony defenses.
Looks like they're going to attack us in a
Attention.
perfect spot.
Building completed.
So get your tower up before you double wall. One tower's all you need to survive.
What's up? Any
Our walls
infected
are under
around?
attack.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Not a lot of kiting room just
Here we
yet.
go again. Roger that. Gotcha.
Let's try and double wall it if we can. Should be able to after these have gone down. We want to be able to grab them. Because they might in fact run to that one, I'm not sure which, but I don't want that to happen.
Great.
Here they come anyway, yeah, they're on this side. Can't really kite them round, I'm just gonna
What? You again?
bring the units up, and looks like we're gonna have to brute force this
Building
one.
completed.
Great.
Kite them round if I can, we'll see.
Yeah.
If I'd have cleared out a bit more of that, I could kite them around a lot better.
You are gonna pay me for
It's
this,
better
right?
to use odd unit than lose the game.
You order?
Banshee's coming in already.
Are you sure? Faster than my bow.
Another Banshee. I dare say that'll that'll be safe enough.
You again? Okay.
Bit unfortunate losing that
Great.
side.
What? What do you want now? You order?
I still dare say we'll be okay. Just clear these off first and then clear the wall off.
You again?
They are trying to break through.
What's up? Any infected around? Yeah.
So not what I'd call a textbook defence, but there's no way that they're going to take it down.
Oh, more warnings.
All we've got to try and do is
A new task.
try and get back on top of that. Occasionally you do find that you lose bits, and this really is how you survive it. You have a lot of soldiers that can respond to the outbreak, and you push your base so far out that if it gets one thing, it's not the end of the game. Whereas if you don't rapidly take your map like you have done, like we've shown you in this video, if this is all you've got and your walls are right next to your tents, and you have a little outbreak like that, your little outbreak is the end of the game. Whereas it's very much not the end of the game if you've got space to actually deal with it, if you've got the units to deal with it.
I hope you're not wasting my time. Are you sure?
You're looking alright.
Roger that.
Our defenses are being attacked.
You got to. What? You. Straight to the heart. Are you sure?
Just repair up what you need to if you need to. Obviously I do.
Yeah.
And finish off your walls. I'm going to leave that in because I do think that's a huge benefit of pushing your walls out. That if you get a minor outbreak, it only adds 4 to it before it gets out of hand because you're miles away from your houses.
A new task. Yes.
Ideally as well, got all of these units around. You've seen how dangerous it is. You could use 1 or 2 more to defend with. The important thing of this video is you've seen how to push it out. We've took a rather large chunk of the map really fast.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
This is a very hard game. You'll find that you get tripped up from time to time while you're pushing it out. But as you're doing it, I found that happens more and more. Like you have your little outbreaks more and more. It's not quite as detrimental as it is at first on you.
Building complete.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating though when they end the game
Yes.
when it's going so well. So keep on pushing out, keep on upgrading. If you can afford it, we're looking at a stone workshop next, or in fact probably a warehouse, because we want to be able to store up more resources now. We want more stone. We maxed out on stone permanently. It's just a waste. We do have a market though, so we're getting a bit of gold for it, but it's not worth selling stuff at your market because you just don't get enough gold for it. It's far more efficient to save your resources for later. So we've got 125 food, we don't really need it. Keep on upgrading these houses.
Walls are under attack. Our forces are in danger.
Could do we getting 1 more wood if we can. And this is another reason why a warehouse would be good next, because half the time we max wood, half the time we use it straight away, so we're not being very efficient with this wood.
Attention. Building completed.
Try and wall it off there somewhere. Wall it off there somewhere. So if this happens, don't panic too much. Worst thing that's going to happen is we might lose that. Looks like we might have another Doom village, who knows. We'll soon see.
Our defenses are being attacked.
We can happily clear that up, I believe. Keep on getting a few reinforcements. Let's bring a few down here. You get a few mini waves that are completely unannounced, by the way, which it looks like we're having right now. Not a problem when you've got your towers up and running, but until then they can be quite dangerous because you just don't know where they're going to come from. So same on that north side. In a minute we're going to have to reinforce that.
You are going to pay me for this, right?
Units under attack.
So tired. Last night was amazing.
They are trying to break through.
Yes. You are going to pay me for this,
Our
right?
defenses are being attacked.
What? My bow and arrows are ready. Oh, more orders.
That will be easy. They are attacking the colony defenses. Perfect.
Aren't there other units to gather?
Our soldiers are in trouble. The walls are under attack.
You, whatever you say. As long as
They are trying to break through.
this better be good.
Just don't give up.
Building complete.
If you put all this effort into expanding really fast.
And you tap.
As you can see, it's very defendable. Just carry on
Better be
going.
good.
Not the end of the world what's happened. It's better to play for the end of the game and get as much map as you can than play for hours and hours and hours and have no chance of beating the last wave. Bit unfortunate there, doesn't often happen,
My bow and arrows are
but
ready.
it's not broke the game. We're alive and we're walling
What?
and we're safe.
You again? Yeah.
Clearly though, at this point, after we get us fully walled up, we'd have to look at getting some towers to defend ourselves at this point, because it's getting harder and harder to survive. Day 27, probably time for a few towers. Wood still bottlenecking us on houses and workshops and that kind of thing.
Okay, let's do
So
this.
if you're lucky enough, carry on taking them.
What? My bow and arrows are ready.
Attention. Building completed.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? What? Yeah.
One wall's not enough.
Forces are in danger.
Try and double wall it if you can.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? What?
This is it's a risky strategy, but it's also got huge benefits. Like you risk dying early, like I've just risked. Sometimes you can fight it off, sometimes you can't. But the big benefit of this strategy is that when it comes to the very last wave, even now I can't keep up building my economy because I'm expanding that fast. So I could literally stop what I'm doing now, stop expanding, just double wall, have enough units to respond. Wouldn't even need towers at this point, you just have to kite them round as they come and concentrate on building up the economy. I'm going to leave it there because we've accomplished what we wanted to do. We've survived the first two waves, we took a massive part of the map. We've had a bit of a hindrance down here because we've had to waste resources earlier. Perhaps if we'd have not wasted resources on these towers early, believe me, they're well worth it. We would have lost if we'd have not done it. The they'd soon take down those walls without you noticing, like they did do later on in the game. So it successfully showed you how to wall in a Doomtown for later, and it has shown you the benefits of expanding fastly, because they don't directly get into your houses, which means outbreaks are far easier to deal with. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time, where I think I'm going to finish this video off just to show you how effective it can be once you've got a solid base like this, with then on the next one going to build a massive super economy and just take over the entire map and get ready for the last wave. See you next time.